Hello and welcome. A second video on transforming the mind. Not an easy thing, but perhaps worth exploring. First of all, let's have a deep breath. Big breath in and a deep sigh. So, first of all, if you've done a few rounds of chemotherapy, you might have noticed an interesting cycle. Perhaps the first week feeling horrible, really yucky, in pain, intense suffering. But then for some people, perhaps a week later or so, when the chemicals have been removed from the body, and a feeling of the body coming back to life. At times, even feeling amazing. So, when we look at Advaita Vedanta, the yoga of non-duality, we can see the idea here of feeling really bad, and maybe even at times feeling quite good. Now, what is it of these two dualities that is the same? It is the feeling of living. It's so easy for the mind, dominated by the me sense of self, to live a life constantly swinging between goods and bads. And to transform the mind, we need to see that it is all life, good and bad. This is life. Now, if we go further, looking at this sense of self, this me, close your eyes and get the feeling of my body. We say, this is my body. My body's feeling good today or not feeling good. But who is the me? The me that is the owner of the body. Obviously it's separate from the body because it can't say my body if it was the same. It must be a separate owner of the body. This me person. And then get a feeling for your mind, that which you label your mind. You say, this is my mind. I really need to work on my mind, and so on. So that means that there is a me who is the owner of the mind, and therefore separate from the mind. Is that right? So if we have a me that is separate from the body and the mind, then is it a real thing? If we crack your head open, will the me fall out onto the floor? No. This leads to the understanding that the me is merely a labeled thing, imputed by thought. It's not a real thing. It's an imagined thing. It does exist, but not in the way that it appears to exist. It is an imagined idea existing merely imputed by thought. So then we go further. This me person, who is the singular focus of our whole lives, me and my body, and my life, living in a world. Well, according to Buddhist mind training, this me person struggles with 8 worldly concerns. It is always worrying about the following 8 things. 1. Desire for happiness. I want to be happy. I want to live free of cancer. 2, the fear of suffering. I don't want to suffer. I'm feeling terrible. I don't like it. I don't want it. I don't want to die. 3, desire for importance. I am important. I want people to notice me and to consider me important and what I'm going through as important. And 4, fear of insignificance. I don't want people to forget about me. I don't want to go unnoticed by the nurses and doctors. I need to be validated. 5, desire for praise. I want people to like who I am and what I do and say. Fear of criticism. I don't want to be criticized. I don't want to be judged. 7, desire for gain. Well, we've done this our whole lives. I want money, I want a house, I want more time. Fear of loss. I don't want to lose the things I have. I don't want to lose my friends. I don't want to lose my life. Have a deep sigh. So, this me person, the owner of the mind and the body, who we cannot actually find to be a real thing. The question is, have we put all our energy into desperately protecting and validating and securing a me that is not actually real? If we can realize that this me person is not actually real, what does that open up for us? What freedom does that offer? The Buddha taught that being desperately attached to the me and my body in this world will always lead to suffering. If we don't want to suffer, we will have to transform the mind. Not so easy, but worth exploring. Have a deep sigh. Open your eyes. Thank you very much.